Michael A. Hogg, born 1954, is a British psychologist and professor of social psychology in the Department of Psychology at Claremont Graduate University in Los Angeles. He is also an honorary professor of social psychology at the University of Kent in the UK. Biography: Hogg was born in 1954 in Calcutta, India, where his father was Scottish, his mother English and Welsh, were employed at the time of his birth. When he was about 2, his family moved to Colombo in Sri Lanka, where he attended the Overseas International School in Colombo and then the Hill School in Nuwara Eliya. In 1968 the family moved back to England. After one term at Warwick Grammar School, the family moved to Bristol, where Hogg attended Bristol Grammar School until he graduated in 1973. He then studied physics for a year at the University of Birmingham, and then transferred to study psychology and graduated with his BSc in 1977. After a year traveling around South and Central America, Hogg returned to England in 1978 to embark on his PhD in social psychology at Bristol University. He received his PhD dated 1983 and taught at Bristol University for 3 years before moving to Australia in 1985 to a postdoctoral fellowship at Macquarie University in Sydney. In 1986 he moved to a faculty position at Melbourne University, and then in 1991 he moved to the University of Queensland, where he remained until moving to California in 2006. He currently teaches at Claremont Graduate University in Claremont, California. In August 2010, the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin ranked Hogg the 9th most influential social psychologist. Researchers ranked 611 faculty members at 97 universities across the United States and Canada using complex formulas that measured the frequency with which the faculty member published work and how often that work is cited. These formulas included adjustments to account for a researcher's experience in terms of how many years it has been since an individual earned a PhD. Work. Hogg's research focuses on social identity theory, a concept first published by Henri Teufel and John Turner in 1979. Social identity theory was created to explain how and why individuals identify with particular social groups, and the various ways these identities affect behavior and perceptions. It encompasses both the psychological and sociological aspects of group behavior. While at Queensland, Hogg established and directed the Centre for Research on Group Processes, and soon after arriving in Claremont set up the Social Identity Lab at the School of Behavioral and Organizational Psychology at Claremont Graduate University. Hogg's work at the Social Identity Lab is focused on how uncertainty drives people to groups and ideologies that resolve these uncertainties, and help to concretely ground their identity. Currently, the lab is doing research on how political leadership utilizes uncertainty as a method for creating allegiance. Other research at the lab is exploring the regional, national, and religious identities at play in Israel between Jewish settlers and Palestinians, and the extent to which these identities, compounded with uncertainty, can lead to support for political action and violence. The lab has been described as transdisciplinary, in that students and researchers focus their identity research not only on political issues, but on issues of environmentalism, religion, and race.